What's up everybody? Welcome to another video about crafting in Homestead. So this is a follow-up from my other video that really didn't have anything because I had no clue where to get any plans to make my furniture stuff for my house. So we have learned some things. Hopefully this will help you to also craft your own junk in your house, sorry. So where we are right now is this town here called Skywatch, and I just came here to check the home goods merchant dude that sits outside the town. By the way, if your guy doesn't have any items in its shop, it's not because you can't see them, it's because you've got to reload your UI. For some reason it just does it. I don't know if mine are out of date because I've got some add-ons going on, but what you do is type / reload UI and then press enter. It'll reload your thing, check out the vendor again, and he should have all his stuff for sale again for you to use and buy and all that good stuff. So yeah, relogging or reloading the UI works either way. And then the other thing is to where the recipes have gone. Where are they? Okay, so some of the vendors actually do have recipes for you to buy. So we're here at the Alchemist. Let's see what he has. Here we go, Alchemist. So for this Alchemist sign we need Master Alchemist Achievement, which I don't have because I haven't done alchemy at all. So this is one furnishing, and it is just a sign that dangles around, apparently. Then you've also got Harvester Herbs, which is another miscellaneous furnishing, which looks like dangly herbs from the ceiling. And then we've got a poison satchel thing for poison making. I think it's just an item that you put somewhere, but you need an achievement for that. So these particular items you need an achievement for in alchemy, which is not too bad if you're already doing that. Here's the clothier person. So this is for both the cloth and leather stuff. So we've got a clothier's sign, and this is someone who became a master of the needle and scissors. So this I have achieved, and I can buy it for 5,000 gold. It's a type of furnishing. Then we've got a workshop furnishing here, Harvester's Critter Trap. A symbolic critter trap awarded to a master harvester of lesser creatures. So this is the master crafting harvester achievement to purchase. So I guess you have to collect a lot of stuff that I haven't collected yet. And then you've got a flower shrub awarded to a master harvester of floral materials. So this is the collection of flowers. I guess this is the one for wood, and this one's more expensive for whatever reason because it's a shrubbery, and shrubberies are amazing, I suppose. Anyway, I'll actually show you some farming locations that are a bit better for this stuff rather than stealing, because apparently stealing means you're competing with the stolen goods and it gives you a lower drop chance, so it's not the ideal thing to do. The cloth person also has some extra bits here. So furnishing pattern for rough bedroll, basic. So I'm just going to buy these white ones. Then we've got one for a rough sketcher military. I'm going to buy that as well. Rough stretcher. And then obviously they've got their light armor stuff. So let's see what this does. Pattern. I've learned how to make a rough stretcher. So you only need to buy one of these. Novice clothing furnisher. Alright, I've got a bunch of mats. Here's some patterns. Right, so I've got two patterns to use. I've got a rough stretcher, military grade here, so I'm going to craft one of them for the hell of it. So here we go. We need 1 heartwood, 2 nickel, which you can buy from the NPC, and 2 bast. So you actually need to do woodworking, go lumbering and gather some heartwood, and then you need to go and, well, we did that yesterday. You need to go and gather some bast from harvesting plants and stuff for tailoring. So here we go. Crafting. Rough stretcher, that's pretty much all there is to it. I've crafted it. I don't know if this can fail to craft. I would be surprised if there's nothing like that. So this is the standard house item, rough bedroll, basic. Okay, so this is like a futon or something, it looks like almost. So I'm going to craft one of these. So it needs 1 bast and 2 nickel. I'm going to run out of bast soon. Here we go. And so we've got a rough bedroll now for our house, basic quality. So that was the alchemy guy, the clothing guy that does leather working and woodworking. And then we've got the blacksmith. What does he have? Alright, so blacksmith has blacksmith sign here for 5,000. So all of them have their own sign, just as a cool trinket to have. Here we have a lot more little diagrams for blacksmithing. And this is a rough bowl, common. I'm going to buy this because I want a bowl. a rough cup that is empty. I don't know how you'd get a full one. Rough hatchet here, it's just a practical item. And then a rough knife for butcher. So I'm just buying all those up there. These are all the ingredients you may need as an extra sufficient, like an extra bit for crafting the stuff from the gathering. Okay, so then we've got some diagrams that we bought from a vendor. And I've got my furnishing items here that I can use. So I got the bedroll and I've got the stretcher. And we're going to go now to the blacksmith station. I'm trying to speak too fast. And diagrams. So we've got our rough hatchet under workshop. It's the standard house item. Of course I want a hatchet. Let me check out the other stuff first though. Okay, they only require 1 mat each. So this is good news. I'm going to craft myself a hatchet. And then I'm going to craft myself a knife. I don't think I've seen this in the merchant shops yet. A bowl, a rough bowl. It's a tiny house item. And then a rough cup that is empty. Okay, there we go. So we've actually crafted a few things now. I've used a lot of my mats, but this is actually really cool how you can just buy these for fairly cheap from the vendor. So now let's move on to where to farm these thingies that we need. Obviously you can get some really, really good items to craft, but at the minute I have just found these basic items for everyone to acquire so it's at the actual crafting vendors that you can find around town, so like the actual woodworker, or not the woodworker, the actual clothier and the blacksmith and the alchemist and yeah, that kind of thing. I'm sure the enchanting guy has some stuff as well. And what I am going to do now is I'm actually going to go into the Imperial City. Is a good place apparently to farm these because it has a lot of closets and stuff to open. So if you go into the Cyrodiil map, you're going to have to queue for the Cyrodiil map first, then go to the Imperial City. And I think actually the top side is a bit more full of boxes. It's just that you might get killed. Right, another good place people were saying was Bangkorai in a place called RAZAK'S Wheel, which is actually all the way down here. It's a public dungeon with lots of boxes and stuff. Alright, now we're heading to RAZAK'S Wheel, which is all the way down here in Bangkorai. If you don't know where that is, here's the main map. We're here in this map, going in to Bangkorai, and then down here in the very bottom corner. So here we go. I see some other people heading in this direction, but I don't know if that's just a coincidence or what. I think I see a lot more people in general just farming, which is kind of cool because it's this whole patch. I know everyone might not be the biggest fan of this whole patch of Homestead and stuff, but it kind of made everyone go out into the world and search for stuff, and it's like this excitement of finding something cool that you can make, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just kind of like made everyone... It's just kind of made everyone be more adventurous and get out into the world. There's also lots of new players I see around, or low levels, which is really nice. So I'm quite happy with the update. Also, you can get a house, so that's really cool. I still need to decide which house I'm going to get. Now that I know how to craft items though, and some of the better places to farm them, I might get the unfurnished house with in-game gold instead, and then go ahead and try and make as many things as possible for the house itself. And I'll show you guys how it looks and everything, and how I got on with that. Oh, there's a cool house here, Twin Arches. Where's that? In there. Oh, that one looks nice. It's got a little garden area. What? That's pretty awesome. Okay, so here's the little house in Bangkorai. It looks beautiful. It has 2 entrances, which is pretty amazing. So you can go inside there, and you can go inside here. So that's really awesome. How much does this thing cost? 73,000, so it's a bit more expensive, but actually it looks like you get quite a good deal for it. So the garden area is a little bit bigger than that one in the Rift. I do like the Rift a little bit more scenery wise, but this house is quite nice. And it's got a bushy thing there. Let's go in. Ah, that's cool. You've got like a high ceiling in here. Wow, this is a decent size. That's quite amazing, really. I am interested in this house. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think. This could be the one, or one of many. Who knows? I don't know which one to get first because they're all so cool. So this is a really good deal for the money. 73,000 gold. I think the one in the rift was like 68,000 if I remember right. Alright, so overall that one's like a really awesome deal for the space that you get. So you get the garden area and the inside's pretty like spacey and big, and like it curves around the bend, like the corners, so it feels much bigger as well. The location isn't as cool as Bangkorai because, not Bangkorai, this is Bangkorai. The location isn't as cool as the rift because the rift has awesome birch trees, I think they are. You know, the white ones with the peeling bark stuff. I think they're called birch, but I'm not entirely sure. But that one is like on a hill here. This is, I don't know, it's a pretty cool one. I would definitely recommend getting that one if you don't have that much money. Or I've seen the other thing that people are doing lately is to buy a shared house. So what they'll do is group up with their friends or something, and then pretty much, I'm just checking these a second just in case. Just gotta make sure I checked. Okay, barrels do not give anything, okay? Nothing, nada. Not even like a scrap of something. Okay, I'm trying to find this area. And I think it's this way. Maybe. I think so. Yeah, this looks about right. Alright, so what I've seen people do is group up with a couple of their friends or something and just put together a bunch of gold so they can buy a bigger house. So you could get one for like 200,000 with 3 of you rather than just like your own personal one. But your own personal one's quite appealing because it's your own little place you can go to and there's no one else in there doing stuff. If you don't mind sharing the house, it doesn't matter then. I would definitely recommend doing that. Okay, we are in RAZAK'S wheel. There's a lot of other people here. Something else that has been pointed out is that you can literally, I can't speak, literally, or literally, whichever one you like. I don't know, which one do you think sounds better? So it seems that you can gather all the items from this place here and then just relog and it disappears and resets itself. I think there might be a limit on the... Oh, here's the urns that people were talking about. Gears, a lockpick, a gear, a dagger, a sit. Okay, so this is essentially what you want to be doing. What I am doing here. Searching every single urn. And other players do not affect your urn searching abilities because it's all its own thing. So don't worry about other people stealing your stuff because it's impossible. Alright, some tears. I'm getting a lot of tears. This is a representation of how I'm feeling right now when I don't loot something. Not dagger. Oh my god, we've got something. Pattern, Breton carpet bordered. Oh my god, look at it. We've got something. A Breton carpet and it looks beautiful. Clear water. Backpack. Oh, look what this is. Something, CANDELABRA. Door. Oh, what's this? There's an achievement furniture here. Holy crap. So I guess, is it based on the map almost? Yeah, it looks like it's based on the map. So if you've achieved stuff within this map by questing and doing whatever, then you can actually buy better stuff from the vendor. And I've got a veiled crystal, which is... No. Oh, no way. I can get a crystal. Oh, I've been talking about getting these for ages, but they're yellow though. I need a blue one. Alright, so I'm going to have a look at these actually, because that's pretty awesome. They're both 5,000. Through the ceiling magic this crystal once held is broken amidst a soft blue light. Oh! Okay, this bright golden light of this crystal is illuminated on honored tomes at Tenzal Will for generations. Oh my god. It's blue. Blue or this one. Oh, I'm gonna have to get a blue one or the gold one. I'm gonna have to get the gold one. The gold one looks bigger almost, so let's buy that one and see how it goes. Okay, so we've got ourselves some better stuff now from the achievement vendor and everything, and I'm just gonna go over to the crafting station and try and make some of these blueprints, but I don't have all the mats, I don't think, so this will be interesting for sure. Let's see. This one is... So let's go to furnishings. Oh no, that's not what I needed. Consumables. So this one's some kind of weird candle thing. That's my motif. This is my carpet. Learning that one. a seagull for some reason. And then, where did that other thing go? Wait. Don't tell me that it's an actual item. Oh, yes. Okay, so you can just buy them outright. It's not even a pattern. That's awesome, because I really wanted that one. And I'd be very upset if I couldn't craft it. So let's see what I can craft today in here. So same stuff as usual. Practical hatchets, so nothing in there. That's not what I crafted then. Let's check the clothing dude. I think I got mostly these. Let's get this stuff. Oh, a wax. Awesome. Holy crap, that's what I needed. Okay, so we have finally gathered enough mats to get this stupid carpet. And I am making it now. So let's see what it looks like. It takes 5 baths, molybdenum, and hemming. So really easy mats to get hold of. This is the quality grade. So obviously, let's craft it quickly first. And I'll just tell you about this a second. So if you're new to crafting, the quality grade of materials depends on the stuff you get from deconstructing your junk or refining your raw materials. So refining gives you a chance to get like a green upgrade, a blue upgrade, purple, or a yellow, so legendary. So these are the ones that define what grade your item will be. So when you craft a gear set, for example, if I want to create this, going to have an improvement tab here. So with this improvement tab, you can actually upgrade your gear. So the first one's going to be the green hemming. And then you've got superior. So if I wanted to put in a green item, then it takes embroidery and so on. So you have the epic item and the legendary items. And then obviously when you get a pattern, so if it's a green pattern, you'll use hemming. These are actually really common when you deconstruct green gear. In your skills option here, as soon as you start getting further down the skill tree, you'll see that you can have maximizes extraction chance to allow refining of the most powerful tempers from raw materials, so you can actually get legendary tempers. Okay, so that's kind of an overview of the crafting here. I swear I was missing something like Dre wax, but I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, so that's it. That's pretty much the extent of our adventure here. I'm just going to go back to my house and place the stuff that I got. Alright, so here we are back in our little cupboard hole with our animals in here. They look like they're hungry. Look like they're suspiciously hungry. They're gonna eat me any second. Alright, here we go. There's the painting, hearth, we've got the dishes and the utensils. Let's put out the knife. Whoa, that's a big knife. Whoa, are you serious? What? Okay, let's put it there. I gotta say, that's a pretty big knife. I think my character is the wrong size to use it. It's basically a sword. What the hell? Okay, so browsing. Dishes. What does this bowl look like? Ah, it's a bowl. Looking good as a bowl. Oh, I see it. I just can't go back into first person. I'll go against the wall. Here we go. Put it on the edge of the table there. Yeah, that looks good. And what else do we have here? Browsing. Drinkware. Place the drinkware. Okay. Oh, it's like a juggy thing. But it's going into the wall. Do you guys see that? It's not aligning properly. I'm trying to place it, but it's just not working. It's halfway in. I'll just have to put it like that, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. It's grown into the floor. It's about right. And the lights. Enchanted lights. Holy crap. Yes, my dream has come true. Oh, yes. Okay, where are we putting it? I'm going to put it there. What? It looks ridiculous. It looks fake almost. And my mouse is showing up for some reason. Let's put that away. That looks ridiculous. It's definitely brightened up the room though, if you want to put a bunch of those in your house. I can see how it would help. Alright, so we've got a bedroll thing. Like I thought, it is a futon shaped thing. And... oh, right, okay. Yeah, I forgot we could do that. No, that's not what I want to do. Let's put it over by the lizard guy. Here we go. Nice little bed there. And then we've got one more bed. Is the stretcher. Because we are running an emergency service here of a hospital building or something. So put that there. That's just about enough room. So we're laying all our junk out on the floor. We've got another rough stool for some reason, and we've got a rough hatchet. And so, because I don't want any visitors in here, let us do something with this hatchet that I've wanted to do for a while. Here we go. Oh, can I move it up? This is an unhelpful thing. What? Okay, so I can't move it in the easiest way. I wanted to put it on top of that stool, but it's not letting me. Oh, fine. I'll just put it on this wall for protection or something. I think I might need to adjust that a second. Hold on. Select that bad boy. And move it onto the wall better. Oh no, what have I done? Surface drag off. What? Push to do what? Oh, I see. You can actually like move it this way. Ah, right. Okay, so now I can actually put it places that I want to. Because I can move it forwards and stuff. So let's place it in there if I can align it properly. How does it look? I think it's pretty vertical now. Alright, there we go. So get rid of auto align if you're having trouble. And then you can actually place stuff the way you want to. So that one's, I think it's about right. Okay. And then we've got to get our carpet out. And it's under parlor apparently. So let's place this bad boy. Okay, our carpet is on my character thing. Whoa, that's a big carpet. Holy crap. Okay, so this carpet is not going anywhere good today. Because it's giant. It's bigger than my painting. Okay, so unfortunately my house is too small to have this carpet inside. So we won't be placing this today, but you can kind of see what it looks like. It's a pretty decent rug here. And that's pretty awesome. I feel like I got a good good deal for that one. Alright, thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. I hope you learned some things about where to get your crafting recipes for furniture, and it's to do with your skills in alchemy, blacksmith, clothing, enchanting, woodworking. I don't think it has anything to do with provisioning because this is for food. It might do. Provisioning will probably let you learn the recipe of a higher quality item here, but it doesn't. Oh, that's what I was gonna test. God damn it. If your provisioning skill here is not leveled to get the recipe quality higher, then you can't use them. Similar to recipes for food, so I can't use blue recipes or purple recipes or anything like that when I get a new one for food. So I think the same thing applies with recipes for crafting furniture. So this is a key skill to look at getting so you can use higher quality recipes. But then the other ones here, so I would say mainly blacksmith, clothing, woodworking, enchanting, alchemy if you want to, but that one totally confuses me. So there we go. That's a general overview of Elder Scrolls crafting furniture. Hope you guys learned something. Like if you did, and obviously thanks a lot for subscribing. Everyone that's subscribed so far, you guys are amazing. Follow me on Twitter as well, because I've been doing lots of votes on there to check out kind of what you guys want to see coming up, so hopefully you can get some extra content that is more relevant to what you want to see, which is always good, always a good thing. Alright, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you again next time.